choosing Jamaica. Yes, we are going to choose Jamaica, but we cannot choose Jamaica with an Andrew Michael wholeness. Huh? When you see this man on the screen, Metri Siaga, the president for the PSOJ, come out and demand transparency. How did Dennis Chung, a man who is not qualified, him no meet the criteria, sit down in the seat as head of the FID, and a man who is qualified has proven to the people of this country that he has fight certain crimes where money is concerned. Look at it in Jamaica. With all of the financial crimes that they accuse the Prime Minister of, we can't say, I lie them at tell upon the Prime Minister because what? He has not been complying with the Integrity Commission. Right? It has been 4 years. The accusations are out there. 4 years.
But what about the little teacher?
Yes, Howard.
Hypocritical. Metri Siaga was one of the first to come out of the block and endorse Dennis Strong. But because the private sector organization have sensed a wind of change, he's doubling down and trying to play boaty. Metri Siaga, first out of the block to come and endorse Dennis Strong. And Fix Bailey was not a suitable candidate neither, because he's the one of the Commissioner of Police that knows how to fix things. And if you remember clearly, teacher, when he was retiring 1 month earlier than usual, ANJU Oldness says, this is not the end of Fix Bailey.
Yes.
Because there is a place for him. But I don't know what happened and what the about turned. But what I know of, Metri Siaga and the private, we're going to have a sooner than later election in Dre. You see, them lock the parliament before the time. The report was table. It is alleged that is Juliet Wellness and the chairman for the party. Yeah. So parliament may never reopen. Because it after table if them reopen it after recess.
Yes, yes.
So we may have an election sooner than later. And if you watch the utterance of Cliff Hughes, each time a damning IC report got there, Cliff Hughes is the first out of the block to try to change the narrative. And if you look at it, he's attacking the leader about clumsiness instead of calling them out for what is right for Jamaica. So we may have an election sooner than later. Parliament may never be reopened. Because I understand, I was reliably informed that it's Juliet Wellness and the chairman for the party. You can take me back down until the lines are open.
Thank you, Howard. Thank you for clearing that up. Certainly, we all can agree what Head Boy just had to say, because something is not right, Jamaica. I remember about 4 weeks ago when this man on the screen came out in support of Dennis Chung. But remember, the PSOJ, is a collective body where he is just the president of it. So nothing more than the body of the PSOJ. She said, no man, ANJU Oldness and this government, something is wrong. It look like those who make up the private sector of Jamaica is at odds. And so he had to come out and represent that body. And he's now coming out asking for transparency. So why you never take the time out from the get-go, Metri Siaga, when he was appointed? When you see the truth come out that they omit some of the qualifications and the requirements, why you didn't take a step back and say, why did the government do this? Why? Are you under pressure, Metrisiaga, from your colleagues? Either way, Jamaica, it is a start. Either way you take it, the people of this country are finally seeing what is happening in this country. Dennis Chung could have looked within himself as a Jamaican, right? And look within himself and say, boy, good morning, Marvin. Big up yourself, Marvin. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Thank you, Marvin. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, Marvin. Jamaica. Metrisiaga, right, came out and basically congratulate Dennis Chung, you know. He basically came out and welcome Dennis Chung to head the FID. What could have propelled him to now come out and asking for transparency from the government where Dennis Chung is concerned? Something is not adding up. I know you are an independent. I know that, Marvin. Big up yourself, my brother. Manners and respect. Every time. But boy, we have to agree with you. You leak out, you talk up the truth, and we must respect you for that, Marvin. I mean, know if a PNP, you would do the same. Right is just right, my brother. Big up yourself every time, Marvin. Little fire. Comrades, this is unacceptable, you know. This is unacceptable. Fitz Bailey have him fault, you know. But at least him have the experience in a crime fighting when it comes down to money laundering and wherever financial crimes are taking place. He has the experience. One of the requirements if you want to head the FID, you must have experience. At least 8 years. It is there. The requirements are there. You must have at least 8 experience in fighting financial crimes. Fitz Bailey have that. Why did they reject him? Why?
Yeah, good morning, my nephew. Just a bit of information.
Yes, make we hear it. Uncle Blair, why you say me not hear you, you know? Yo, Marvin, big up yourself, my boss. Me reach my life goal for this morning. Heart of love, my brother, heart of love, manners and respect. Uncle Blair, repeat what you said. We lost it for a bit.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, the gentleman who was acting in the position that Dennis Chung had now is at the International Monetary Fund as head of security now. That's where he's working now.
Oh.
And he was not given the job. But he's at the International Monetary Fund in America now working as head of security.
Interesting.
I just wanted to give you that bit of information.
Yes,
since you're on the topic.
True.
All right, thank you.
All right, Uncle Blair, you hear that?
Thank you, my nephew. Good.
Yeah, man, you hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that, Jamaica? We're in some dark days, you know. I say the people of this country, listen, the people just sit down and wait for this date to announce. So hear them talk about it is going to be a close, it is not going to be a close election, Jamaica. The Labour Party is going to be totally wiped out. Totally wiped out. The people of this country, they are going to send a signal. But you know what came to my mind this morning? And I'm wondering if I should say it publicly. Comment yes if you know I hear me, people. I think the live has frozen. Y'all hearing me? Comment yes, please. Just type yes in the comment section if you know I hear me, please, and thanks. Panther say yes. Trems, all right. Everything good then. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I was wondering, you see, people, because every sector is against this government, you know. Private sector, the public sector, people, them, everybody is upset. And y'all know that the teachers, private sector, have been asking for 25% salary increase. 15% in year 1 and the remaining 10% in year 2. We heard that the government offered them 7% over a 4 year span. 0% in the first year, then 2.5% consecutively after that. Totally unacceptable. But I was wondering, Jamaica, if the opposition could put in their manifesto where they could offer the private sector an 8% increase in the first year and a 17% in the second year. It works out the same in Jamaica. The private sector is asking for 10% increase in the first year and 15% in year 2. What if the opposition can make their claims and put to the private sector 8% increase in year 1 and 17% in year 2? Norbrook child, this is not the place for you. I do not have any time for the Labour Party. Do not make yourself known over here. Yes, when you hear me teach me class, public sector, sorry, not private sector, the public sector. Do not comment. Well, on the Norbrook child. No, me keep on you know you have one Labour writer use your name, my brother. Look how me almost rub out me comrade friend over here. Norbrook child, do me I beg you, put something next to you. Somebody I use your picture, somebody I use your same. Norbrook child, me almost rub you, me brother. Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. The public sector, my apologies. Norbrook child, somebody I use your picture. I can just click on your thing, you know. I'm realize it's my usual Norbrook child. Please, either you change your picture or something, but somebody I use your name and your picture. Alright, you know how me realize is you this morning? Because you have more followers than the individual. So please, either replace your profile picture or something, but somebody I use your picture and the same Norbrook child. Alright? Do. I almost rubbed the man, you know. But anyway, let's continue. Jamaica. I believe the opposition can make a claim, you know. The nurse want 10% in year 1. The opposition can give them 8% in year 1. And they want 15% in year 2. We can give them 17% in year 2. We can work with them. When we see opportunities and moments like these, we have to capitalize on it. We have to capitalize on it. We have to teach our public sector. We have to treat them well. We have to. When you see this man come out and ask for transparency, you know that the government is going down. It is over. It is over for the Jamaica Labour Party. When Siaga can come out. Lenford Williams, I don't think you heard me correctly. I don't think you heard what I said. All right? If you're just joining the class,